everybody, we're proud to announce our Saturday morning cartoons brought to you by Hey Poopy Podcast.
Dumping every fourth Saturday of the month.
Stories taken directly from our interviews. These are one-of-a-kind masterpieces of hilarious proportions.
Animated by Matt Holtzclaw, our very first guest of the podcast.
We are so excited, we're going to poop our pants!
For more information, go to heypoopypodcast.com.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
I'm just, trying to find a place with like-minded people to talk about like-minded things about me, about poop and stuff.
Hey Poopy, how you doing? Hey Poopy, how you doing?
Oh man, what's this right here? Is this a podcast about poop?
And now, the Hey Poopy Podcast with Dave and Ellen.
Yes. I can't.
Yay!
This is actually working.
Oh.
This whole coronavirus way of communicating I like the technology part of it, but it's driving me fucking crazy.
Well, the only part I like is that none of our guests have an excuse if they can come on or not, because we know they're at home.
Or they're sick.
Or they're sick.
I'm not wishing anybody, but that's the only excuse really I guess you can use nowadays. So, but anyway, we're back again on Dump Day.
Yes.
We're knocking these episodes out.
This is Hey Poopy Podcast with
Dave
and Ellen. This is episode 65, but it will always be number 2 to us.
That is true.
But we have a very special guest today who we can actually see on FaceTime, Mr. Billy Cole.
Hey, Billy.
Hello.
Hi.
How's it going?
Thanks for being on the show.
Yes.
Of course. Thanks for having me.
And Billy and I met each other through a tattoo fundraiser many years ago where we have matching tattoos. And he works at an amazing Korean restaurant in my neighborhood, Little Zokibi. And I went there recently with my boyfriend, and Billy and I started talking about the sewage treatment plant in our neighborhood.
That's right.
And how he's been lucky enough to be inside of it. I'm beyond jealous.
Wow.
It was amazing.
Yeah,
A little short, but amazing.
Oh, well, I want to know all about it because I haven't been in it. But Billy and I, then I was like, oh, you should really listen to this podcast I'm doing about poops and farts. And from what I understand, he's been listening ever since.
That is true.
Nice. I'm so glad you're a fan.
I love it.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm a fan.
You're a fan, now you're a guest.
It's so crazy. It's awesome.
That's perfect.
And before we go into who Billy is, even though I kind of gave you a little bit of a synopsis of it, Billy, we want to know how your poo's been.
They have definitely been coronavirus stress shits.
Oh, sure.
I'm familiar with the Bristol stool from listening to you guys, of course. I'd say I'm a solid 6-7 every day for the last couple of weeks.
Ooh.
Wow.
It's been bad, yeah.
Very loose in the caboose, as we like to say.
Yes.
Shit.
Ooh, do you know? So it's all stress, you think?
Probably. I am one of the few that actually has been working insane amounts nonstop since this all started. So, yeah. I have my diet and my stress has been not the best.
Oh,
so
my
you've been
God.
working at Little Dokibi
Yes.
with not deliveries, but
Yeah, no, that's exactly. We've had to convert all of our restaurants into delivery and takeout businesses, which is brand new to us. And
So
it's
it's
been a lot
been,
of work.
I'm sure it's been nuts.
Yeah.
But you don't do the actual deliveries.
No. We the couriers for the delivery app companies all handle the actual taking and delivering of food.
But you help to put it.
We have to put all the orders in, and I had to set up all the app delivery systems and submit our menu and make accounts with all these businesses.
Oh shit.
It's been crazy.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
bet.
God.
Dave, how do your poops been?
So my poops have been same 5s. Nothing I had poop before this, and it was just a kind of like a 5, solid 5. A little loose.
Only once today?
Only once today so far.
Oh
my God.
So kind of boring.
I went 3 times today.
Oh wow.
I turned my toilet bowl into a Jackson Pollock painting 3 times before leaving the house for work today. It was a crime scene.
Oh my God. Yeah, mine was pretty uneventful. It's like a small 5. But the day is still young. I'm probably going to be hitting up the toilet there 2 times today, so We'll see what happens then.
I have pooped 3 times today, and they have literally been all over the place. Just before I called you guys, I sat down to just squeeze out some pee so I wasn't interrupted with peeing before we recorded, like during the recording. So I'm sitting down to pee, and a poop fell out, and I was like, well, I guess I'm here for a little bit longer than I thought I was. Then earlier today, I was like, felt like I had to poop, but only like these tiny, squishy little turds came out, like little slugs. And I was like, what the hell is that? Like, that is so not my regular. And then much, much earlier today, I made like an okay poop. So I've like done like 3 like subpar little shits.
Well, you'll get back on track, I'm sure.
I hope so. I don't know what I ate yesterday that fucked my shit up, but it did. But I would like to also add to the check-in with my boyfriend, Gerald. He, last night, he's been doing this a lot of the sitting down for peeing thing because I think he's just lazy, but I also think it's because I made him scrub the toilet, and I don't think he wants to really clean the toilet now that he knows what, like, peeing like a man does to it. And he sat down to pee last night, and he was like, oh, my God, I'm pooping. And he goes, now I know that when you sit down to pee, sometimes poop just happens. And I was like, I tell this to Dave all the time, that like if you sit down to pee, sometimes poop comes out. Like being a woman, that's what's awesome about it. And I was like, I can't wait to tell Dave it happened to Gerald.
Huh. That is crazy.
So if you sit down as a man to make a tinkle, you might make a little more.
I've had that happen while standing, though.
Whoa. Billy, tell us more.
Yeah, I've never had that before.
I mean, like, I feel like it's all the same muscles, but yeah, there's been times where, like, I was at a urinal and then, like, surprise, like, the other side wanted in too, and I had to, like, stop peeing and run to the stall.
Oh, no.
So you're not even at your own home. You have to, like, run to another location.
Yeah, no, when I'm home, I always sit to pee, actually. I stand all the time for work, so, like, I prefer, it's just, I'm lazy also.
I never
have to worry
sit to
about
pee.
spraying it on the seat. It's fine, you know?
Yeah, less to clean up.
I never sit to pee. I just, like, that concept does not seem... I mean, I guess if I'm
so
like
much more comfortable.
if I'm like hungover, maybe, or which is really rare. But if I'm like really fucked up or something, maybe I guess. But I should try it.
Well, Dave, maybe you should try it.
Yeah, I just said that.
Yeah.
Hold on, you're you're friends.
I find it thoroughly enjoyable.
Okay, I will try it. I have plenty of time now, so.
Well, yeah. You're at home a lot.
To experiment.
Might as well sit down.
To experiment. So, Billy,
now that we've gone into our check-in, Billy, tell us more about yourself.
Well, yeah, I'm a restaurant manager by trade. It's all Korean food, so as a white person, I've had to adjust over the years to eating all the different pickled, spicy veggies and whatnot. But yeah, I enjoy pooping. I love farting. Toilet humor is my favorite kind of humor, for sure.
Well, working at Korean food restaurant, have you noticed that like kimchi has done different things for your gut for your poop before?
Yeah, I mean, at first, when I very first started working for the company years ago, like I was just made of farts. But yeah, no, that's definitely changed. And I find because supposedly there's like a whole bunch of like probiotics in it. So like normally I'm at a healthy like 4, I would say. It's just these past weeks I've been,
because of stress.
More intense, stress, sure. And then also like just eating garbage because I just a lot of junk food.
Mm-hmm. It's easy
eating
to do.
all my quarantine snacks.
Yeah.
Way before I should.
You've already plowed through the rationing.
I've depleted my entire stash completely. Yeah.
Yeah, we're kind of in the same boat.
Yeah. No more chips, no more frozen burritos. I know why I am the way I am this morning. So. It's not a mystery there whatsoever.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we're actually interviewing a therapist in a couple episodes, which I've been talking about this since the beginning of the podcast, because I want to know if they believe in the mind-body connection of stress making you poop or making you constipated.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So you're going through the stress shits right now.
Yeah, but I find that also like when I'm stressed is when my diet is more poor as well. Because like when I'm stressed, I'm not cooking myself healthy meals all the time or whatever.
Yeah.
I just kind of...
You're just eating what's available.
Exactly. So, I mean, it's all a domino effect.
We had our executive producer, Stormy, pre-interview you, and she said, oh, yeah, he's got some great stories. I can't wait to hear that episode. So if you want to bring any story to us, we'd love to hear it.
Yeah, well, I guess my earliest memory would be when I was in kindergarten. It's like my first real poop memory.
Uh-huh.
It was probably only like a week or two, and it was like very, like I just started school, I had all those fears and everything, and I totally shit myself during nap time. Like, all over the cot, everywhere.
Oh.
And
were you asleep?
No. I think I was at some point, but I woke up because I had to go, and then just did it before I could even do anything about it.
Oh my God.
But I wouldn't fess up to what was going on, so I just told my teacher that my head was hurting and I needed to call my mom immediately to bring me home because I wasn't feeling good.
No, I'm just wondering, so there was no poop all over the place. It was just encapsulated in your pants?
It was all inside my underwear and my pants. Yeah, it was all there. And it was, I mean, like, I'm sure my teacher and the school nurse could smell it, you know?
Oh, yeah.
But I was
question.
adamant that it was like a really bad headache. And I felt like I might have to throw up or something. But then when my mom got me, I just burst into tears and then had to have her clean me up. And I did not want to go back to school ever again.
It's like one of those headaches that make you shit yourself.
Yeah. That sounds like a nightmare.
I guess it was probably also nerves also. I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah,
well, I mean,
we were nervous.
But what should have been
about
the most relaxing part of your school day turned into,
yeah, right. You know, it's like you get a little extra bit of stress and headache with that. Ugh. That sucks. I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I feel like I must have shit my pants in school. I don't remember anything like that. No memory kind of pops up in my head, but it must have happened.
That's the only time it's ever happened at school. Yeah, I've only ever shit myself one other time.
And tell us all about it.
Of course, sure. So I was in high school at the time, and we were playing Manhunt, which is like a full tackle hide and seek, but in the middle of the night when it's dark, and it was in the woods. And I found this really nice bush that was like a sweet hiding spot. And the second I squatted down, I realized what was happening.
You didn't know you had to poop? You just squatted?
I had no idea. Also, could have been nerves as well there, like the freak out of getting caught or something. I don't know. The second I hit the squatting position, it was just,
it happened. It's like you were peeing on the toilet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
That's amazing.
And I had to just come out of the bushes, hands up, and forfeit. And I was like, I gotta go. And then just sadly walked home. And it's like a good 10-minute walk too. And so by this time it's like out my pant leg and in my socks. And it was
my God,
fucking foul. It was so foul. I almost puked cleaning myself up in the shower later.
Oh my God. Wait, how old were you again when this happened?
17, 18 maybe.
Oh shit. Yeah. That's that's a good age right there.
Yeah. Not embarrassing whatsoever.
No, not at all.
Totally comfortable in my own skin at that age.
Completely, yeah. There's no need to be embarrassed. No one's going to talk about that.
No.
Or ever bring that up again.
Just me, apparently.
Yeah.
On a podcast.
Oh my God, that is
for the internet to have forever. Thank you guys.
Yeah. That's what we're here for.
Yeah, we're like archivists. Or archivists. Yeah, archivists.
Sure.
Yeah. We take poop stories and we preserve them for the record.
Exactly. When they can listen to this podcast millions of years from now.
So our great grandchildren once the robots have taken over.
Exactly.
They're
like humans shit their pants. Wait, what's that sound? Are you deleting something, Ellen?
Oh, sorry. I'll stop.
Oh yeah, I hear I
keep hearing the trash. Yeah, don't do that.
I'll stop.
Okay, sorry. So, do you have any more shit stories?
Not related to myself, but I've been.
We love hearsay ones too.
Yeah, well, I mean, like, one was very personal. It was also around the same time that I shit myself, actually. It was around, like, high school time, maybe a little bit older, 18, 19. I had a friend who, I guess I won't throw her name out there, but at the time, we did a lot of partying. And we had gone out that night, and she had taken a bunch of Klonopin while drinking.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh,
And I brought her back home. Again, I lived with my parents at the time. I was probably 18, 19. Gave her some pajamas to sleep in, and I woke up in the morning to her, like, hovering over me, like, fully dressed with her backpack on, and she was, like, just frantic and, like, I gotta go. She's like, I think your dog shit the bed. And, like, and then just left. And so, like, I'm like, my eyes aren't even open. I'm hungover as fuck. And, like, I start, like, I'm like, wait, what? And then, like, sure as shit, like, shit, there's shit in the bed. But not only is there shit in the bed, but there's, like, a fucking Hansel and Gretel trail, like, going, and the room was carpeted. And it was, like, just dragged through the carpet, out into the hallway, across the tile, into the bathroom, smeared up the side of the toilet, and just everywhere. And then next to the toilet were my pajamas crumbled up in a ball in the garbage can.
Oh.
So I came to find out that as part of her, like, wanting to get skinny diet, she was taking laxatives.
Oh, yep.
So she was completely passed out on pills and booze and shit herself. And I think in a drunken, pilled up stupor, thought she could clean it, looking like she maybe used the pajamas to try and clean it.
Oh, no.
I was grounded for a long time after that. My parents had to replace the carpet in the house.
Fuck.
Like, all the sheets. Obviously, my pajamas were garbage. I didn't talk to her again.
Yeah.
Actually, for years.
Fucked up repugnant shit.
That is...
Yeah.
And she blamed it on your dog.
She blamed it on the dog, too.
What an asshole.
But I mean, like, the way that it was smeared, and, like, there was, like, complete, like, circular, like, rubbing, you know? Like, it was... Unless my dog, like, grew hands and grabbed a towel, like, there was no way. And also, he would have had to have planted in the pajama bottoms as well. All the evidence was against her. I know what happened. I know what she did. She's a fucking monster.
And your parents grounded you.
Complete fucking monster.
It's not your fault.
I mean, well, she wasn't supposed to be sleeping over either. I think I had snuck her in the middle of the night. Yeah.
Well, thank God. I thought you were going to be like, and then I married her. No.
I'm gay. You should know that. No. I have a boyfriend.
Oh, my God. I'm so glad you didn't talk to her again. Oh, what an awful friend.
No, never. No. I think she wound up in prison years later, actually. Yeah.
That makes sense.
I grew up in South Florida. Yeah. So.
Oh, shit. This is all starting to track now. This all makes sense.
The story's snowballing.
Oh my God, that is so disgusting. Oh, what an awful person.
Wait, you were in the bed with her?
Oh yeah. It was my bed. I think I had to throw out my mattress as well. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So she woke you up to her shitting in your bed?
She woke me up after she had cleaned it and come to, and I think realized what was going on, and she just, like, hauled ass at like 5, 6 in the morning.
Oh, literally hauled ass and wiped it. Dragged ass.
And this is why those tummy teas are not good for you people. They're just laxatives. You can't get skinny that easily. It doesn't work like that.
No, it just makes you poop more. It's not.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
What's the benefit?
A good story to tell on a feature.
You might lose some water weight, but you'll also lose your continence.
Yes. Yes. You'll lose your friends.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. There you go. I would be like, done. You're so
and
dead to me.
Apparently your freedom later. I don't know.
She's probably doing that in prison. She's probably doing that in prison.
Oh, yeah. On the black market, X-Lax.
Yeah, she's like, what the fuck? Oh, my God.
Swallowing balloons of X-Lax and giving them to
her. Yes. That's her side hustle.
You know how to know the best way to lose 150 to 200 pounds? Shit in your friend's bed. That friend will never longer be your friend again.
Yes.
Yeah. And blame the dog.
And blame the dog.
The dog with hands.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so gross and fucking awesome. Thank you for that story, by the way.
That is a good one.
That was fantastic.
Yeah, the only other really kind of just hilarious story I can remember was years ago I used to work for the Cheesecake Factory, and this was in South Florida again, and there's a bunch of like fancy old rich brunch ladies, and this elderly woman who was, God bless her, wearing just all white, she had an accident while sitting at her table and just wound up shitting herself. And I don't know if you've been in the Cheesecake Factory, but they're huge. The walk from usually your table to the bathroom it's not a short one,
Yeah.
And so this woman just continued pooping her long white linen pants while she
shoveled,
tried running on the highest heels that no old lady should be wearing to the bathroom. Just flicking Bristol sixes all over the place. And,
my God, that is disgusting.
And so we had time to sit there and clean up and be like, what the fuck just happened? And she had been in the bathroom for a while.
I imagine so.
Yeah. And we were just dumbfounded and just we felt really sad for her as well, obviously, But then she finally emerges from the bathroom and again, these Cheesecake Factories are they're shopping malls. They're huge, and they have that giant hostess stand where there's a million people waiting around. She walks up to the hostess stand holding her shitty panties and her pants.
What?
And asked my 16-year-old blonde hostess for a bag.
Oh.
She had a bag. She's literally holding her her shitty drawers on the hostess stand. And the poor girl just...
What?
That was her reaction. Is exactly your reaction, Dave, right now.
I mean, that's... I have no words for that.
We eventually had to be go.
Yeah.
Get out of here. What? No. Go.
She's like, can I get my food wrapped up? And do you have a bag for my shitty underwear, too?
Yeah.
What an
These fucking granny panties are worth a whole lot to me. And I can't risk throwing them in the trash right now. I'm going to wave them through a shopping mall and demand for a bag.
She's the kind of person that probably give a shitty Yelp review. They didn't even give me a bag for my shitty underwear.
Oh, thank God this was before Yelp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That would have been...
I could only imagine.
Oh, my God. That is so fucking foul.
I had explosive diarrhea in public once. I threw my underwear away. You don't keep them.
No. I don't care if they're fucking $10,000 Gucci panties.
No.
I don't know if that's actually a thing even, but still.
Yeah, you get rid of that. That's 101. What the fuck is wrong with you?
No, they were some fucking Zara linen pants and
If she's doing that, if she's doing that at a Cheesecake Factory, this must have happened before. To be so nonchalant, hey, do you have a bag for this? Who the fuck does? She's like,
Well, I did this at Applebee's the other day, and they gave me a bag.
Yeah, TJF's gave me a bag. What the fuck? They gave me a brown paper bag, actually. Oh, my God.
The fact that she was wearing white linen pants.
Oh,
yeah.
She's like, it's not going to happen. She's like, there's no way it's going to happen again today. She's like, I'm wearing my best whites.
Today.
Yeah. I mean, twice maybe, not 3 times.
I don't even think I own any white pants just because I've shit myself once in my lifetime. I can't buy white pants because of that.
I feel like that's a good life rule. I mean, for that and many other reasons as well. But you're gonna get dirty. But yes, you might shit yourself.
I was rocking white pants for a while, and then they get dirty really fast. But I was just like, maybe I could shit my pants, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I've since gotten rid of them. That's a risk I don't want to take anymore after this podcast. So no more white pants. I've heard too many horror stories.
Dave.
Yeah.
Wear them again. We need more stories.
Right. Well, these were Levi's. They weren't linen, so I feel like they would have been a little thicker, but still.
That should be a challenge for an episode since he's never doesn't remember shitting himself. Just make him wear white linen pants, feed him laxatives,
and see what happens.
A bunch of Chipotle.
Yeah. Oh, that would not be good.
And no toilet in sight.
Oh,
None.
that would not be good.
Let's see if you floor or pants
I
that
would
one real
definitely
quick.
floor that. Oh my God, that was so genius. So I want to hear about this. I mean, first of all, those stories were fucking fantastic. But I want to hear about the tour at the treatment plant in Greenpoint.
Oh yeah, so the Newtown Creek water treatment plant,
Yes.
I believe is the full name, sewage treatment plant.
Yes.
They do a annual Valentine's Day tour of their digester eggs.
Oh my God.
And I won't do them any justice because I smoke a lot of weed. I don't remember like details very well. But yeah, so they took us on a tour and showed us how it works, explained how like all the different trash that winds up getting flushed down the toilet, how that all works. They explained to us the danger of wet wipes. And then you get to go on the glass bridges that like connect all the digester eggs and look down into them. Surprisingly, there's no smell at all.
Nice.
And I can't remember what she said, but I know that it does that one plant does the majority of New York now.
Oh, wow. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And you said digester eggs, right?
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
they call them. Those giant silver
Yeah, look like
structures.
giant
It's
balls.
huge.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like 4 massive
I think there's
silver
6
eggs.
of them, actually.
6 maybe. I lied.
Yeah.
From my view, I've only
Yeah.
seen
You
4.
can only see like 2 or 4, I
Yeah.
think.
When I used to,
Maybe it's only 4. I don't know.
I used to-
Again, details.
yeah, no, I get it. I used to live in
Yeah.
Greenpoint years ago, like early 2000, 1999, 2000, and that was before they actually put those domes up, those balls up. And during the summer, sometimes the smell that would like permeate through
Oh, I've heard,
Greenpoint
yeah.
was. I mean, I had just moved in, and my roommates who had been living there for a year. I'm like, "What the fuck is that smell?" They're like, "Oh, it's a treatment plant." And then there was like all it was just the
That's
grossest.
all of New York City's shit.
Yes, it was so pungent and just foul. Like it just like you wake up from a really nice sleep to the smell of shit. So I'm glad they finally got their act together. I mean, I know it's been up for like years now, but like I remember
Yeah, it was
a time.
really fun. It was really informative. The woman that runs it was amazing. And yeah, it's this weird free thing that they only open up. You have to sign up for it during Valentine's Day or just before Valentine's Day. And a friend of mine was the one that had found out about it. So her and her fiance and me and my boyfriend signed up, and we did a double date tour of the poop factory.
Nice.
Yeah, we tried to sign up this year, but couldn't get in. It sold
same.
out in like
Yeah.
10
And,
minutes or something.
Which is crazy. I guess I need to stop telling people about it.
Yeah. But I love that.
Except for us.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I love that that's like a thing in New York that sells out. That's pretty amazing. You know,
But it doesn't even sell you. It's free.
or free, but I mean like the reservations
Oh,
to
yeah,
get on.
that
I mean,
immediately. I mean, it's also small. From the one that we went to, from what I remember, it was only like maybe 3 dozen people at most, I would say.
okay.
Yeah.
Our last guest that we interviewed, Stephen Gates, he did the sewage treatment plant in the UK in his book Fartology, and he goes, I don't know why people go to Disney World because this shit is so much more fun.
For me, that's New York's version of Disney World.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Since I left Florida, that's all I got. But
And I'm looking also online at like the Google Earth of Newtown Creek wastewater treatment plant, and there's
Wastewater
actually 8 of those eggs.
Shit. 8.
So I guess it's hard to see unless you have the bird's eye view.
Yeah,
But there's 8
they
of
only
them.
took us on the because 4 are connected and then the other 4 are separately connected. I don't know if there's a bridge.
Oh, okay.
I don't fucking remember. I think they only kept us in the main 4, the front 4, the ones that you have the best view of, though.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Nice.
But the view from that glass sky bridge is awesome too.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, I mean the facility looks great. I mean for like a place that deals with shit.
It's really
pretty
cool. No, there's
amazing.
like freaking like water sculptures inside, and like it's the building itself is a pretty building.
Nice.
It's neat. Yeah.
That's cool.
Dave, when this quarantine is over, that I'm going back over there. I got an email of the place to try to see if we could like interview them for the podcast. Nobody's getting back to me. I'm going to full court press them.
Yeah, we just gotta,
Let's just storm in there.
yeah, if we just go in there. I bet you if we just go in there, because didn't you tell me?
I demand to see my poop.
Yeah, show me the poop. I imagine if we just went over there and asked them, we could probably set something up in person.
I did that one time.
Yeah,
And
we go back.
still, I'm not getting any results. I'm just going to keep going.
That's what I'm saying. We just go there
just
and then
annoy the shit out of them.
Just go actually physically go there and be like, we want to set up an appointment. Who do we need to talk to? Blah, 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 blah.
Do you have any idea how I have become an expert on poop and you're preventing me from like covering this?
You should go in with like a bunch of like wet wipes taped underneath your coat like dynamite.
Yeah. If you don't let us in, we're flushing all of this tonight. Straight, we're not even taking it out of the bag. We're just going to dump it in the toilet. Oh my God. Yeah, we got to get over there. That's going to be fun.
And then some of our other normal questions, Billy, like our favorite floor versus pants. It sounds like you pantsed it when you were younger, but if you had Bristol 7 coming out of you fast and furious with no toilet in sight, would you shit your pants?
I would have definitely chosen the floor had having the option for sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Because I want my pants. I'm not walking home Donald Ducking it. No. No
way.
Yeah.
And what's your favorite brand of toilet paper?
I'm a Charmin fan. I like the soft stuff. I know you don't. I know. I'm also, even though I took the tour of the factory, I use wet wipes. I actually, I'll confess this. I buy wet wipes in bulk, the travel packets. I get no less than 20 of those travel packets at a time delivered to me like once a month from Amazon.
And you flush them?
Oh God, yeah. But
you're evil.
I know.
I know.
But after listening, so I've been listening to your podcast though, and I'm definitely going to get the tushy. But also, like for the times that I'm pooping where there's not a tushy, like yes, I'm wet wiping it, and I guess I could not be a monster and throw it in the trash there because it's not my trash. I just still feel like it's kind of gross throwing your poop in the garbage.
It's super gross.
Like, not your actual poop, but like remnants of your poop on this wet wipe.
It's most definitely gross, but you know what's grosser? That if your toilet gets super clogged during quarantine and nobody comes out to fix it.
I know. Well, I'm also a water waster. I flush way too often.
You're courtesy flushing?
Fuck yeah.
Billy's just like,
a little bit.
You're like,
yeah, I'm like I don't know. Yeah.
You're like, fuck it, I don't care.
I do care. That's crazy though. Like I compost, I recycle. I'm super all about the earth, but when it comes to my actual shit, I'm like,
you're like, I don't want to see it.
I have a routine. I like it to feel the way I like it to feel, and I'm sorry.
At least you're honest.
I'm sorry, world.
You can also get a travel bidet.
I've heard. Yeah. Well, I got to get the home one first. You know, I got to think short term.
Dave found this awesome one that literally screws onto any like soda or water bottle, and it's teeny tiny, so you could literally put it in your pocket.
It's a cap, so it kind of.
So
looks
do you
like,
just like squeeze the bottle to shoot it up your bum, or
it's like it's almost like
it's like an enema that doesn't actually go inside.
Yes,
it's just like it's like a manual tushy, a bidet. So you just squeeze it, get some water up there. That's all.
Just to clean the outside.
But the caps are removable, so you can, like, if you have something laying around, you can just pop it on a little plastic water bottle. And there you go, good to go.
All right, I got to start doing my research better.
It's called, and then it's got the best name. It's called Culo Clean.
Culo is actually my favorite word for asshole.
There you go. Well, that's what it is. It's literally an asshole cleaner.
And Billy, do you hang the paper over or under?
Yes, no, over. I'll change it too. I'm one of those that will change it. Like I don't.
Everybody does that.
How close you are? Like you're a monster if you're doing that. I did listen to the episode though where the one guy explained where pets is, I guess, a good excuse.
Cats.
Yeah, but I've always been a pet owner, and I guess I'm lucky. I've just never had a dog or cat that gave a shit about toilet paper. So. But I'll forgive you if you have an animal that's obsessed with getting to your toilet paper, but otherwise you have no fucking excuse.
You have a very specific point of view on that one.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
And what is your best cures for diarrhea or constipation?
Weed.
Oh, for both?
Yeah. No.
You like weed for everything.
It's my snake oil. No, for constipation, I don't get constipated that often, actually. And the few times I didn't, I think I've actually, like, where it got bad enough, I just went enema, you know? Or, but yeah, for diarrhea, definitely weed. It helps calm my stomach and, like, settle it, and for sure.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Also, I recently discovered, terrified me. I don't know if you've ever heard, I started taking iron supplements.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
And a friend had recommended them to me. She said will help get rid of the dark circles under your eyes because it helps the circulation or whatever. And I'm vain. But she did not tell me what the scary thing that happens on the toilet after taking iron supplements.
What happens?
And that's that your poop comes out like charcoal.
Black.
Black.
Yeah.
Black as midnight.
Wow.
Yeah.
And also, like, for some reason, it makes it harder to wipe. Like, you need more wiping, I feel like. Or maybe that was just me. I don't know. But
interesting.
Terrified.
I did not know that.
Yeah, Gerald asked me a couple months ago that whenever he eats seafood, the next day his poop is black. And he's like, why? And I go, well, seafood has a lot of iron in it. So sometimes that can happen. But yeah, iron can make your poopy black.
Yeah, I mean, I always knew about beets. Well, it did not. I mean, I remember when I learned about beets also. But, like, nobody had told me about iron. That was very shocking.
Shit.
And have you done anything at work that's fart or poop related?
For the business? No. No, not really. I've been lucky in the current place that I've been managing. I haven't had any bad poop experiences. I fart a lot, but, like, it's a tight enough space and it's New York that nobody knows where it's coming from. I'll fess up to my coworkers. I'm not going to tell table, like, hey, you're welcome, but like,
hey guys.
Yeah.
And what about your partner? How did they get along with poop talk?
We talk about it a lot. We shit with the door open. Like, I'll wash my hands or brush my teeth next to him while he's shitting, and vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reservations about it.
That's real love.
Yeah.
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 And what's the worst toilet you've ever seen?
Oh, God.
I mean, you've lived in New York for a while.
Yeah. I have a friend who I'm not going to name either that has a really sketchy, gross bathroom.
Ugh.
They're just not a very clean person in general, but, like, yeah, I won't. Well, I won't go over their house, period, but.
Their home bathroom.
Yeah.
That's we've never.
I mean, other than, like, a porta potty, that's the worst, like, home toilet I've ever seen. I've seen gross ones in bars and, like, you know.
Yeah. That goes without saying.
But we've never had anybody say, "Oh, our friend is a terrible person," because they don't clean.
Because that's the only time I was, like, actually grossed out. Because I'll forgive, like, a shitty dive bar or, like, you know, like a bodega or whatever.
A bodega.
I've been in bodega bathrooms. They're pretty foul, you know, or like gas station bathrooms, wherever.
Oh, yeah.
We've all seen those ones, but
murder scenes.
I feel like in your home, that's when it's,
Dave, do you have anything else to ask Billy?
No, Billy's great.
Billy, do you want to add anything?
Oh God, I don't know. Put me on the spot.
Don't feel pressure. don't let anyone pressure you.
I think most of my poop stories came out.
Yeah. You brought it.
Yeah, thanks. I was nervous.
No.
I was like, I'm not a shit doctor. I don't know.
No, you were fantastic.
You guys had so many, like, experts in the field that I'm like, oh.
No, you're great.
No, anybody's welcome on who poops.
Great. So I definitely poop. Like I said, I pooped at least 3 times today already. I'll probably do it twice more before going to bed.
Yeah. Fingers crossed.
Not like full poops, but they've just been little bits here and there, you know?
Just some stuff. I like it.
That's what I've been working with today. Little bits here and there. Oi.
Yeah.
Well,
it's terrible.
Let's get into let's get shitty.
Yeah.
And we'll expound on some of these things that are troubling us in life.
Okay.
Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for Let's Get Shitty.
So, Billy, you got anything? Yeah. It does not have to be poop related, by the way. It could be like just daily. It could be work. It could be life. It could be anything. But you do get extra credit if it is shit or poop related.
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to complain about?
Myself?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I have lots of things I want to complain about. That's not shit related, but
Yeah, you can do something
Yeah, go
that's
for
not
it.
shit related. I'm going to bring a not shit related one. I can go first if it helps inspire you.
okay.
My let's get shitty is that I have been locked out of my Twitter for over 3 weeks now. And I cannot get back into it. And I've had the same Twitter account for over a decade. And I think the reason why I've been locked out is because I reposted something that Hustler magazine posted. And I'm in the new Hustler magazine. So I just reposted my work. And I think they thought that somebody like hacked my account,
Oh,
but
no.
it's not hacked. And thanks to everybody being quarantined, the help department at Twitter, I don't think is available.
Right.
I've emailed them minimum 10 times in the past 3 weeks, and I can't get my Twitter back, and I'm really upset.
That's fucked up. Also, what's even more shitty, it's like Twitter can't get back to you. Don't they? I forget every Twitter help desk is remote. Like, I feel like there's no office for that, so they can at least answer an email.
Oh, true.
I mean, there's no
Totally.
way that they're like, oh, sorry, we're closed because of the coronavirus. Bullshit. We're doing it. You know,
There has to be people who still work at Twitter doing it from home.
every tech company is remote. Like that's me.
Yeah.
Like there's no office needed for that. So that's what I mean. It's like that's.
I mean, I
bullshit.
guess a lot of them could be sick and out, but at the same time, there's got to be a lot of people wanting that job right now, too.
I guess so.
Exactly.
Yeah. Or maybe there's like one person who's like, I can't handle all this shit. All right. You have to fucking wait until I get to it. But anyway, that does suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah, so if I had to complain about something this week or since this whole outbreak or whatever, again, after having converting over to delivery and whatever, is just the amount of people that are like, where's my food? And I'm like, you realize everyone is getting delivery right now. Like, so same thing, like Seamless and Grubhub drivers and all those, they're like in super short supply and high demand right now. Yeah, so we just have food that just like, as a restaurant, it's just frustrating because I'm just like making all this food and then it just sits there for sometimes an hour, 2 hours before it gets picked up because there's just no drivers anywhere.
Yeah.
Wow.
And now that we live in the Yelp review era, like people don't understand that like we don't employ the drivers,
Right.
you know, that they work for these app companies, not for us. So we have zero, like we can make the food and that's it. We have zero control over when it comes and gets picked up. Also, the drivers, people don't know this. They can see how much you tip. So if you're just ordering an appetizer for yourself and spending less than $10 and only tipping like $1 or $2, no driver is going to be inclined to come pick that shit up for you.
Exactly.
Wow.
People
Why
are
would somebody
fucking
order
assholes.
so little anyway?
Exactly. Yeah. Like, especially during these times, you're going to like waste that person's gas and time to order like $8 worth of fucking food that you're going to finish in 5 minutes and want more 10 minutes later.
Yeah.
Go fuck yourself.
There's so many
You
of
can
those
order
people.
enough to last you a couple days. Like,
Exactly. Also, delivery services, people don't know this either. Those companies take 30% of the restaurant sale.
They take a lot. And people
So
are
we lose so much money doing it. And like, we have no other choice right now because we have to somehow, you know, stay open.
Yeah.
But
People are the worst. They are fucking like just this whole privileged, like, you know, like, well, you know, I just wanted chicken wings and it took like 3 hours and like to have the
0 stars.
And like if you're going on during this time of the corona virus, if you're being an asshole and going on Yelp to write reviews about that shit,
I had to wait an hour for my food. 1 star.
you're pretty much
coronavirus problems.
You're a garbage human being throughout your whole life.
Exactly. You deserve to fucking. I won't even say that.
And how boring are you? Where that's like your go-to. I'm gonna go on Yelp after I waited an hour for my whatever bullshit order, which I ordered like $1 worth of things. I mean, it drives me fucking crazy. That's a good one.
No, it's insane. Luckily, the response has been mostly everybody's been very appreciative and super thankful. We haven't had too many problems, but it's mostly Seamless and Grubhub. The other carriers aren't actually as bad. Like Caviar, Postmates, Uber, DoorDash, they're all really efficient and work really well. It's just Seamless and Seamless and Grubhub are just awful.
Oh fuck! I'll try Caviar if we ever order anything.
Yeah. Note to self.
Yeah, it's good to know.
The way that they assign drivers is different. Just so you know, your food will get picked up with them. Whereas I don't know what the fuck they're doing on the other end.
Yeah. Okay, that's good to know.
Dave, what about you?
Yeah.
Well, I had a different thing, but now it's technology. I've been saying this for years. When I worked in an office, I worked like for a startup venture capitalist company, and we did a lot of technology and everything. And so I'm used to like, having things be new and they kind of don't work. But my thing is, at a certain point, after a decade, let's just say, things should just need to fucking work, and they never work. There's always some glitch in the machine. A perfect example is today. Like, this is a lovely, awesome conversation we're having. But then, like, I'm looking at Billy, no problem, and I see Ellen. Ellen is like, your screen is freezing up like every other second, which is, the audio's still coming through. I could see your face, but it's just like, it just drives me crazy with technology. Like, it's like 95% there. It's like it never quite works wherever you are. It's like your phone, or it's your TV, or my Apple TV, or like just something is like a little off, or it's almost like, you know what? It's like, oh, you're sick, but you can still live and survive in the world, but you'll be like 10% sick all the time. It's just like, it drives me fucking crazy. Just make it work. Spend the extra year or 2 years to get it to work, without, and I get like, if you got shitty connection, but I just feel like by now, like, this stuff should be like, just like Star Trek. It should just like work. Flawless. It just never fucking works. Nothing ever works, And when it works for like a second, you're like, cool. Then the next day, I don't know why it's not working. And like you'll get the answer. Did you try starting and stopping your computer? Did you try turning your router on and off? Really? That's the thing I had to wait online for an hour for you to tell me to do. I just, it's frustrating. I'd rather go back to like no technology and just doing things the old-fashioned way. But whatever, we can't. So that's my new gripe. Also this was spurred on by today when my wife was watching Apple TV, and she's like, "Oh, we don't have." She's like, "We don't have Apple TV." I'm like, "No, we have the Apple TV, the streaming service. They give you like 2 free episodes." And she's watching.
If you have an Apple TV, it should be free for a year.
I don't know. No,
depending on when you bought it, though, I guess.
Oh yeah, no. Ours, we bought it like probably like a year or 2 ago. But anyway, gotcha. Maybe less than that. I don't know. Whatever the case is, we had to sign up for like a free week trial. So I'm sitting there filling in it must have asked me for my password 3 times. No, more than that. 6 times, because I had to keep like copying and pasting it through my phone. And it's just like, update your billing information. I'm like, it's already been updated. So it was like a loop of like.
I don't understand why everything can't just recognize your face. Why do we have to keep remembering passwords?
Like, if we're gonna like, my thing is like, if we're gonna like just pick something and just go with it. Like, I don't want to. Yeah. This whole like everything keeps changing, or like, and I get technology, like it gets updated, but like it's supposed to improve our lives, and it just makes our lives more fucking. It's just insane.
Frustrating.
It's insane. So anyway,
as soon as the quarantine started happening, my fingerprint to open my iPhone stopped working. And I was like, why?
Same. And then I realized I was wearing gloves and really high.
You're like, what the fuck? This thing's broken. Look, I know.
No, mine didn't stop working. And then I realized how many passwords I have connected to my fingerprint.
Yeah.
But I can't sign into stuff. And I'm like, what? Oh, shit.
Yeah. Well, you gotta update that. Look, let me make an addendum to my complaint. I get that there's user error. I get there's people out there who like, don't read instructions, or don't like, they're just kind of like, what the fuck's going on? The phone's like upside down. Okay, I get that, but that's like the
ones that don't know to restart your computer.
Exactly. That's like a small percentage. But as a whole, the things that we're promised never like. It's 2020. We should be having like flying cars. That should be like a normal thing now, and we don't have any of that.
No.
We're still worried about like oil.
That shit from the Jetsons and Star Trek.
Fuck yeah, man. So I don't know. That's just frustrating, but whatever. But we're gonna flush those problems away. If I can find my flush, I just moved my screen and now it's like everything just it's fucking technology. Here we go. Ah, yes, a clearing.
No problems.
So we have a little news segment, and then we're gonna wrap this sucker up. So Ellen sent this to me like 2 minutes before the show.
Oh,
which this is great because it sort of puts a bow on this whole episode of Billy going to the water treatment plant.
Ooh.
In waste treatment plant, I should say, in Greenpoint. So this was on the BBC. the Netherlands have found a way to recapture phosphorus from human shit. Well, it didn't say shit in the article. It said poop, but specifically it said poop and wee, which I thought was kind of funny and cute. So basically, a little background. Phosphorus we all need. It's an essential plant nutrient to help with crops so we can eat. If we don't have it, the planet's pretty much doomed. So they're saying, a bunch of reports are saying that like phosphorus was running out. Most of it's mined or like taken from North Africa. And there's estimates. They don't really know the estimates, but it varies from a few hundred years we have left to basically a little under 100 years left of like phosphorus on the planet for us to like actually use, which is, I mean, for us, we'll be dead, but still, it's very scary if you're like a kid who's like, just starting out. So anyway, but phosphate actually lives in our poop and piss. And the Dutch have figured out this sort of awesome way to recapture all that stuff and turn it into fertilizer. And
the Dutch are so cute.
It's amazing. So there's this one waste treatment plant in called Ostara. I forgot where it was in the Netherlands, but what they do is they have these giant pools of the shit that's like, being collected from people like from the city. Then it goes to these giant pools. The bacteria eats the phosphorus in the water, but then all that stuff, sort of like the phosphorus, like that's been like eaten off, drops down to the bottom of these pools. It gets dredged out, collected. All the water gets extracted from that. It gets dried, thrown into a tank. They add a little bit of magnesium. I mean, I'm totally making it sound like so basic, like someone's doing this in their kitchen. This is like massive, like, ingenuity, machines, like all that stuff, technology. But anyway, the final result is a fertilizer, these little fertilizer granules called struvite. And the best part about this stuff is it's water insoluble. So like if some of it gets dumped into a waterway, it won't pollute the waterway. Because like a lot of phosphate, I guess, if like, if it gets like put into like normal phosphate that's cold from the ground, it can really pollute a lot of waterways. So people, like animals that are drinking out of it, will get sick. People will get sick. It's really bad, but necessary.
Yeah, the video
but bad.
was so interesting.
It's fascinating.
Yeah, and my favorite part is they said that they could take it out of your poo and wee instead of pee. Yeah. They said WEE instead of PEE.
Again,
I thought that was
adorable.
Hilarious.
Yeah,
so cute.
They kept saying "we." I was cracking up, but so then there's another part of this too, where like they said 30% of the waste from this area of the Netherlands goes to this other treatment plant, where they take it and they just burn it and turn it into this ash type stuff, and then it's like a powder that they use. Was later they use for like they put into concrete and asphalt for roadways. It's like fucking amazing.
Which they're running out of sand to do stuff like that. So the fact that they can, like, you need sand for like concrete, and they're literally running out of sand on the earth for that, which is weird. It's a certain kind of sand. It's not like the sand we get at the beach. And so to make that out of silica is so interesting.
I guess it's probably silica, but total side note from that. Years ago, I posted on Facebook, there's a girl and I've been thinking about this for years. A girl in like, I don't know if she's Palestinian. She came up with this way of like taking like plastic and like just garbage, basically doing some treatment to it, and they turn it into like actual like these weird like concrete like blocks. So
I've seen that. Yeah.
It's fantastic. And there's another place in Australia. They were taking old glass bottles that weren't getting recycled, being thrown into the ocean, and that gets turned into sand.
It's awesome.
And I'm like, we should be using this. Like, this should be on every fucking corner of like every street in the world. But anyway, back to this though. This story was really fascinating because they were saying that if the world, or in general, if this, I guess, place in the Netherlands, if they could actually, when the technology catches up and they can actually collect 100% of the phosphate that we shit and piss out. Right now, it's not quite there, but if it's 100%, that would actually supply 22% of the world's phosphorus.
Wow!
So if this thing was like, imagine in every country, there wouldn't be a problem. You know,
there's so much money in our poop, like between methane gas running things and making phosphate out of our poop. Like, we should just be like pooping it out and turning it into cash.
No,
that's one of the things that they're doing at the Newtown Creek is turning it into energy and power.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's
and
the thing.
Compost as well. Yeah.
Like the guy,
awesome.
One of the guys that was talking about the ash that they use for the asphalt and concrete. Excuse me. he was saying that it's like at some point it's like poop will be like it'll be valuable. It'll be like something like traded on the fucking stock market. Like human waste is going to be worth like a ton of money in the future. So
and you heard it here on Hey Poopy Podcast first.
Yeah. So
turn that shit into gold, motherfuckers.
I thought that was
stocks. How much is that in poop?
Exactly. Yeah. Pretty much. Oh my God. So anyway, Billy, thank you so much for being on the show.
Thank you guys.
You were so fucking great. I'm so happy you're on, and there were some really funny stories. Oh my God.
And Billy, where can people find you on the socials?
I'm not on the Twitter. I'm mostly just on Instagram, and my handle is at BillC3, BC and the number 3.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well,
thank you guys. Yeah.
Well, stay safe out there. Thanks again for doing the show.
You too. Yeah. Stay covered. Stay healthy.
And, don't let those annoying customers get you down.
Yeah. Fuck them all. I'm just kidding. I love them. They're keeping me paid. They're great.
No, yeah,
really
exactly. Awesome.
Happy pooping, everybody. On toot, toot, toot.
Hey Poopy Podcast is brought to you by Perfect 4 Entertainment. Produced by Dave and Ellen, with executive producer Stormy Leather, edited by me, Dave.
For more information, go to heypoopypodcast.com for episodes, merch, and more. Follow us on Instagram at Hey Poopy Podcast and Twitter at Hey Poopy. Theme song by Jordan Pearlson. Hey Poopy.